Let's talk about 2021. It was a hell of a year, wouldn't you say? And honestly, so many people are talking about the Great Resignation, but who's talking about the biggest thing that's going on? Pandemic breakups. That's right. So many people are doing, their inner work, self-reflection, and understanding what their needs and wants are, and waking up and realizing the relationship they're in isn't working for them anymore. So today I'm going to talk about what do you do when you find yourself ending a relationship in 2022, and how do you date after a breakup? For more tips on how to take charge of your love life, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. When you're re-entering the dating world now at a different age, it could be 18 years ago you were married and you haven't dated since then, or somebody that has just had a 2-year relationship, the landscape has changed tremendously. So I'm going to share with you some things that you need to be cognizant of so that you don't fall into these dating traps, and then how you can be smart with dating. If you are online dating for the first time, I think it's important that you know certain statements mean certain things. So in my online dating course, I do share what the red flags are that you need to look for. I'll leave the link from my course below, but I want you to pay attention to this, okay? When somebody says, hey, let's Netflix and chill, or hey, why don't you come over and cuddle with me and let's just hang out, that may be code for sex, because this is something that is a move certain people make online. So if you hear that and that's not what you're looking for, meet them in a public place. Set up some time to have coffee, or meet them, at a restaurant. But don't allow them to reel you in with the Netflix and chill idea, even though it sounds really nice, right? Unless you're wanting to hook up, by all means. The second thing that I want to make you aware of are online dangers, okay? And it's not that online dating is bad, but there are certain things that I want you to understand so you don't take it personally, and you can observe more and pay attention to keep your heart and yourself safe. First off, there will be ghosting. Ghosting is when somebody is talking to you and all of a sudden they disappear and then they reappear again after maybe 2 months or 3 months, or sometimes they don't even reappear. But the whole purpose of ghosting is this person does not have the ability to tell you, or maybe their attention has moved on to the next person. They haven't told you that they are no longer interested and they have not given you closure. Tip number 3, honestly, when it comes to online dating, so many people get so lazy when it comes to their dating profile. They just kind of throw up pictures and they don't really make an effort. I want you to tell a story with your photos. If you love baseball, maybe a photo of you at a baseball game with your team shirt on, and a good headshot, things that are not blurry. Don't wear sunglasses in your photos. Smile. There's so many things that you can do in a photo to show your character, your personality. And that's really what people want, right? There's so many beautiful men and women out there. What sets you apart is your character and your story. The fourth thing that's important for you to understand is just because someone says that on their status that they're looking for a long-term relationship doesn't necessarily mean that they're ready for a relationship. A lot of people are just out of a breakup or fresh out of a relationship. They may not have the ability or the new skills to have a happy, healthy relationship. Understand that as you are meeting people online, take your time to get to know them. Understand their intentions, right? If they're looking for a hookup, if they're looking for a companionship type of relationship, a long-term relationship, or just friendship, right? There's nothing wrong with any of those as long as both parties are aware of it and there's a clear understanding of what people want. The important part is you actually have to ask that question. What are you looking for right now? Why are you on here? The fifth thing that I want you to be aware of, now that you're newly single, I'm sure that there are going to be times that you're like, I'm really lonely and I have no friends, I have no community, and I need to build that. I need a new one, right? Because, when you're in a long-term relationship, you're intertwined with the other person. So sometimes when the breakup happens, all the friendships are all awkward and different, right? So the goal here is for you to build a new community. And honestly, who you were like 10 years ago is so different than who you are now. It would be great for you to actually build relationships in a way that is authentically you right now, right? Where somebody doesn't know the whole entire you from the past. And what I've seen a lot of singles do is that they run to a relationship because they fear being alone. When right now, while you're alone, it's the best time for you to build your dream life. A lot of my busy professional clients, I tell them to join Bumble BFF. And it is such a cool app. So many of my clients already have met new friends, created new communities. Actually, one of them met 4 different ladies, right? And she was just looking for fostering new friendships. And then she brought them together and they all went to Disneyland together. And now they have their own friendship group. So this is something that is at your fingertips. And the beauty about Bumble BFF is if you're really scared of online dating and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know if I'm comfortable with it yet. Well, Bumble BFF gives you the experience of online dating, but looking for a friend, right? And so I highly recommend it. I've had only good stories come out of it. Again, it is target marketing, right? So you need to make sure that you're authentically expressing yourself, who you are, fill out that bio so that people have a reason to connect with you, and make sure you have good photos that tell a story about who you really are. Once you feel more comfortable with Bumble BFF, then it's an easy transition to going on the dating app and being on Bumble itself. And my final tip is to focus on safety. You should not meet people right away and give them your address, your personal information. Meet them at a public place. If a person is asking you for money, if they're asking you for favors, you see those type of behaviors, walk away. And if this person, how to avoid catfishing, meet them in person as soon as possible. It's important that you put safety first. Even if the person looks so attractive, do not let them come over to your house until you can ask yourself, do I really trust this person? Do I feel safe with this person? If you can't say yes to that, do not let them over. It could take you, 4 to 5 dates until that really happens. It took my husband 5 dates before he came to my house. And so I want you to know you're the chooser. Be the chooser in the situation. If you're newly single and dating during these modern times and it's confusing the heck out of you, please go to my website, amiethedatingcoach.com. I will help support you and teach you how to date in these modern times and be successful at it, right? If you have any questions, comments, please leave them below. I do reply. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Happy New Year.